We are inching closer and closer to the weekend. Welcome into the News 10 Plus Digital Desk. I'm Taylor Gattoni, and this is Cole Engle.
I'm back.
He is back and better than ever. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We're good. And finally, you have something more than sunshine to talk about.
Yes, I know. I was just telling you about that earlier, how I'm so excited to give the forecast because it's just, I mean, I know the sun is beautiful and the nice temperatures, but it's just kind of nice to talk about something else for a change. So. Yeah. And that's what I have in store for us. But looking at those current conditions right now, you can tell the difference that we have. We got 80s to the north and then 70s to the south. That's because we have more sunshine up to the north and we have those rain showers starting to move in from the southwest. And those will overcome our area later on this evening. But taking a look at the dew points right now, you might have started to feel the dew point or the humidity start to increase later in the day today. And that's going to stick around with us, unfortunately, going into the weekend. You can see that muggy meter. Going from today all the way into the weekend, we're going to stay pretty humid until about Sunday afternoon is when I think that humidity will start to break, and it will feel a lot better and feeling a lot like what it was this past week with all that sunshine and that low humidity. Looking at the MSU Skycam, which is brought to you by the Meridian Company Skycam Network, we got those high clouds that have moved into our area ahead of that low pressure system that is moving in our area. That's going to provide that rain. But yeah, so we had those chances of rain moving in. You can see that on satellite radar. Places like Jackson and Kalamazoo are starting to tap in some of that rainfall, and that's going to come closer our way as we go into the evening hours. But you can see as we zoom out here, everyone in Wisconsin has seen a bunch of rain, and that's all heading towards us. So the decent amount of rain coming with this system. We'll take it hour by hour though. As we go into the evening hours, you notice that we do have that main line of rain start to move into our area later on this evening, and this is going to stick around with us for a couple hours. Overnight tonight, we'll have some spotty showers, but another chance of rain will come in early tomorrow, and this has a chance to have some embedded thunderstorms along with it. Going later into the morning, I think we'll dry out a little bit. You can see that we still have a couple of those pop-up showers happening during the afternoon for tomorrow, but then after that, we have another chance of rain going into the late evening hours of Friday. Going overnight into Friday into Saturday, we have another chance of those pop-up showers, and it will kind of just linger around for the rest of the day. So definitely won't be dry for going into the next few days here. And we'll take a look at that 5-day rainfall. Yeah, we got plenty of rain for just about everyone. You can see that everyone's under that yellow, which is anywhere between 1 inch to 2 inches for the next 5 days. And breaking it down in the next 5 days, you know, it's anywhere from Thursday to Sunday that we have a good chance of seeing that rainfall. It really isn't until Monday that we finally have a good chance of drying out. But I do want to mention, though, we are in a marginal risk for tomorrow, which is a level 1 out of 5 for severe risk. It's not quite alert day criteria, but of course it's something we're going to keep an eye on, and the best chance for those thunderstorms will be early tomorrow morning. So just stay tuned with us and make sure to know what's going on before you head out those doors tomorrow. Looking at that 10-day forecast, though, so we do have that chance of rain showers going into tonight, and that's going to continue going into the weekend. Tripping over my words here.
All good.
But yeah, as we're heading into the weekend, we'll have those rain showers on Saturday for most of the day, and some of those rain showers will linger on into the day on Sunday. You notice the temperatures were in the mid-70s, but it will also feel pretty humid this weekend. Like I said, it's not until Monday that we start to see that humidity start to break, and we'll see those comfortable temperatures come back in. We're in the mid-70s going into the work week next week, and those will stick around. Might even warm up to 80 degrees going into later on next week before we have our final chance of rain. Or I shouldn't say final, but the next chance of rain after that is looking like it's going to be on the following weekend on Saturday there. So Taylor, not too bad of a forecast because we do got some great weather sandwiched in between, but we do got to get through this weekend, which has those rain showers. So
yeah, no, definitely got to push past all of that, and it might be a good thing to have an umbrella, a rain jacket.
Absolutely, yeah. We got the Lugnuts playing at Jackson Field tonight, so if you are heading down there, make sure to bring an umbrella because we do have those rain showers moving in. So. All
right. Do you think the game will get canceled at all, or do you think it'll be okay? I know it's hard to tell.
Well, right now the rain showers look pretty light, so we'll see. There is that possibility, of course, that it could be canceled, but if you are heading out there, like I said, it wouldn't be a bad idea to bring that umbrella in case it isn't canceled and we still get a little bit of that drizzle going on. So.
All right. Yeah. Well, good stuff. Listen to Cole, pack the umbrella, just keep it on you just in case. Yep. But all right, anything else you want to mention here?
I don't think so. Like I said, we're just going to have the weekend to get through with the rain showers, and then we'll have some of those beautiful days like we had last week. turn going into the work week this week. So
All right.
pretty nice.
Sounds good. Well, we'll see you later, Cole. Thank you for joining.
Yeah, no, not a
Always
problem.
nice to see you. And whether it's you or Andy coming up for the rest of the day,
Yep.
you will have to find out.
Yes.
All
Stay
right.
tuned.
I'm going to show you the 10-day forecast one more time. Thank you again, Cole. And oh, wait, we have a question real quick, Cole. What's the humidity going to be like?
Humidity, like going into this evening won't be too bad, but as we go into the weekend, you'll probably start to notice it a lot more, especially on Saturday and Sunday. But once the rain passes through on Sunday, I do think that's when that humidity will break.
All right, sounds good. All right, so like Cole said, Saturday, Sunday, as you're seeing when those lower temperatures, like the higher 50s, mid 50s, that's when the dew points and the humidity will drop. All right.
Yeah, you're going into Sunday, like I said, once that rain starts to go off, because we'll have those lingering showers on Sunday, but then once those go away, I think that's when the humidity will start to break. That's when you'll notice it. So.
All right, sounds good. Another question from Jessica Klee. Are we expecting like tornado activity or no?
No,
we should not be.
No, it shouldn't
Okay.
be. It's just a level 1 out of 5 on the severe risk. So relatively low, like I said, still below the alert day criteria. I wouldn't expect any of that. I know I did look at the National Weather Service or the Storm Prediction Center of what they were saying. They were saying that the highest risks are for that large hail and those damaging winds, but again, it's still a level 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
So it's something to keep in mind, but I wouldn't worry about it right now.
Yeah, and if anything like with that were to happen, Jessica, we will make sure to update you here on
Exactly,
News
yeah.
10.
Just stay tuned.
Yes, all
We'll be
right.
tracking that.
Well, we'll see you later, Cole. And then coming up next, showers all day Saturday. Man, they are popping up. I like the interaction here. This is great.
This is great.
All right.
Yeah, all day Saturday we'll have rain showers. It'll start in the morning and it'll be like just kind of like throughout the day. I won't think it will be a complete washout, but it's gonna be something that's gonna be a theme for the entire day on Saturday. It's just those light rain showers.
All right, so cloudy, gloomy, light rain showers. All right, let's see if anything else pops up here. All right, Cole, we'll see you later. Thank you. Yes, for more into that first alert forecast, you can make sure you're watching Studio 10. I will pull that up where you can watch them or check in for their social media handles. So at WILX Studio 10 is where you can find them. And then also Studio10 at WILX.com is where you can go to send them an email. I do see a few more things. You're welcome, Francis. And hopefully Jessica and Arduth, I hope that helps out with what Cole said and clarifying what's going to be happening in our forecast for the rest of this week and then heading into early next week. I do see Chris, you missed the hour-long news at 11 and 4. Can you guys bring it back? You know what, Chris, I'll have to keep you up to date, but as of now, we're keeping those half-hour newscasts. That was just during the Paris Olympics. But it's nice to know that you enjoyed seeing us all hour long. I appreciate that, so that's awesome. And Jessica, of course, we love the interaction. Anytime you guys are on here asking us questions or, just giving a little tidbit or saying hello, we love those interactions and you guys all engaging with us. So thank you to everyone. I love this. It's like all flooded through right now, so this is awesome. But I am going to share what we have coming up today. The rest of News 10. I just showed you where you can find Studio 10, and they're getting started at 3 o'clock. So in just over 45 minutes here, had to do some quick math. And then I'm going to show you right now what we have coming up today on First at 4 in place of Mid-Michigan Matters. We're going to have something else in there. And then also sharing what we have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. So in place of Mid-Michigan Matters today, we have a story on addiction treatment discrimination and what this is like for those who do have addiction, how they're getting certain treatments and maybe facing, well, of course, it's right in the name, discrimination and getting some of those resources and medications and anything that would help them in their treatment moving forward. We have that coming up today on First at 4. And then coming up News 10 at 5, you see all of our reporters are out and about, and we've got a lot more who are gathering stories for us today on News 10. Riley Connell is coming up on News 10 at 5, and she's going to be sharing more on how AI, or artificial intelligence, is in politics and beyond, especially as we look toward the November general election. I know that's been a big talker, big headlines in the news recently. You talk about, Vice President Kamala Harris, being the Democratic candidate there. And then also talking about J.D. Vance being the running mate for former President Donald Trump. So we've had a lot of different things moving around. We're keeping our eyes on it, and we'll make sure to share more. But like I said, coming up on News 10 at 5, we're going to have Riley Connell sharing more about how AI is being used in politics and beyond. So keeping your eye on that. We've also had, different trainings and scams around AI. So just make sure you're paying attention, because AI is, it's working out some of the things, the different kinks, and improving. And so we want to make sure that you are getting legitimate information, right? So that is coming up News 10 at 5. Coming up News 10 at 5:30 today, Tanaya Jordan is out and about on a story for the Grand Ledge massive power outage. She's going to be speaking with experts, talking with people on what happened with that power outage and maybe some resolutions. And then coming up News 10 at 6, we have Mars Anderson, who is out and talking about the Springport bus driver crisis and how that is all getting resolved after the COVID-19 pandemic has affected that. We know how many different industries were impacted because of the pandemic, which, if you can believe it, was almost 5 years ago. So sharing more on how that's still affecting these different jobs. And of course, you're talking about school getting started here, if not already started for a lot of students. I know in Weberville, they're already back in session. And then you have Lansing Community Schools and the district all getting ready for school in the next several weeks here. So finding those bus drivers to get students safely to and from school and to their homes is crucial, right? They're heading to school to learn, gain that knowledge, and you want to return them safely home. So Mars is going to share more into that bus driver crisis. And I will say Mars has been sharing different stories, not just on this one, but even last week and earlier this week too, sharing how there is a need for these bus drivers. And also, not just the need, but talking about what you as a pedestrian or just a person in the community, and as you're driving your vehicle, what to do when you do see a bus that is stopped, right? Picking up the kids, it has a little stop thing that pulls out from the bus, making sure that you are stopping at least 200 yards away to give them that safety. And make sure that you're alerting other drivers and people on the road of, hey, there are kids getting on and off the bus. Go slow and stop for that bus and for those kids. So that is what we have coming up today on First at 4, our 90 minutes of news. And one more time, I'll show you Studio 10. So that way, if you missed anything, if you're looking for an indoor activity because of all these rain showers in these next couple of days here, check in Nicole's Crafts. In fact, Nicole Buckman is in Alaska right now for the holiday vacation here at News 10. And so she's with a bunch of viewers all the way in Alaska. And I'm sure we're going to be sharing some pictures up on the News 10 Plus desk from her trip, because that is super exciting. But of course, Rochelle's Recipes. If you're looking for a delicious meal, something simple, maybe something more intricate, check out WILX Studio 10 for all those different ideas. And then also, Claudia Sella always does a great job on her history pieces and just finding different cool features across mid-Michigan. So make sure that you're checking those out too, because a lot of great ideas and just things that you probably typically wouldn't think of happening out in the community. And maybe you pass it and drive past it every single day and it doesn't cross your mind because you're focused on the roads, which is great. But this is why you want to check out Studio 10, because they share all of those cool, unique stories that you wouldn't really think of or question about it. So we'll provide all those answers, give you all the insight that you will need. One more time, I'll pull up what we have during our 90 minutes of news. I'm going to see if anyone else has anything to say here in our chat before we head out of here. And then I will also, there we go. Also show you where you can find more. Oh, this is being all weird right now. Trying to show you more of the forecast. There we go. Okay, give me 1 second. Technology is weird sometimes. All right, you head to our website, WILX.com. I'll show you right here. There we go. So WILX.com, and you're going to go to the top blue banner here, click on First Alert Weather. You're going to see that Darren had this updated this morning, and then you get the full description of what's expected later today with those showers and thunderstorms. And then, yeah, notice that our lows start getting lower and lower, so we'll drop that humidity as the week goes on. I know that we had Arduth asking about the humidity, and so that will be dropping into Sunday and then the beginning of next week. But if you want to take a look at your hourly, and before I do that, note that this is for Lansing. So if you want to change it, enter your zip code here. and you'll be able to get a more accurate reflection on what the weather is like in your area. So this is your hourly forecast. I'll just show you kind of what we're expecting the rest of the day. And you see those showers start coming in a little bit later. So like Cole was saying, if you're heading out to the Lansing Lugnuts game at Jackson Field today, watch out for those rain showers. Here's our 3-day forecast: rain, thunderstorms, more rain. And then looking at your 10-day forecast, and your weekend forecast is going to reflect that as well. We'll take a quick look at the future radar, just so you can see when we're expecting those rain chances. Here we go. I'll just play that through really quickly. Yeah, moving in about 4 o'clock here and really hitting our area when it gets closer to dinner time, you know, when you're leaving work, commuting home, and then again, happening when the Lansing Lugnuts are playing. So just keep an eye on the forecast. We're going to be sharing that again on Studio 10, first at 4 in our 90 minutes of news, whether that's Cole who's joining us or Andy Provenzano. You get a little bit of both and you'll get your forecast either way. So make sure that you're tuning in here on News 10 the rest of the day. We'll make sure to keep you all updated. But stay dry, keep an umbrella on you, and until then, enjoy your Thursday, Mid-Michigan.